0614 local time. Strait of Hormuz. 2 IRGC Sina-class fast attack craft cut through the water at high speed. Their heading points straight into the active mine clearance sector. Below them, the U.S. Navy Avenger-class mine countermeasures ship holds steady at 3 knots, her sonar arrays deployed and sweeping the seabed. The cleared corridor is growing meter by meter, but the threat is closing fast. In the operations center aboard the command ship, the watch officer logs the contacts. 2 IRGC vessels departing Bandar Abbas. Speed increasing. 22 minutes to the clearance zone. No one raises their voice. The report moves quickly. The sector commander is notified. The MCM ship is warned. The sweep cannot stop. The sonar arrays are in the water. The vessel stays on track. The picture sharpens. These are not random patrol boats. They are moving with purpose. The IRGC has watched the clearance operation for 3 weeks. Every sector the Americans clear is a direct challenge to their strategy. Mines can close the strait. Fast attack craft can pressure the ships that remove them. This is deliberate. On the bridge of the lead MCM vessel, the commanding officer watches a display. His ship moves at 3 knots. She cannot accelerate without risking the arrays. She cannot turn sharply without entering uncleared water. The crew is already at general quarters. Every station is manned. The sonar sweep continues. At a forward air base, the call reaches the alert pilots. 2 A-10 Thunderbolt 2 aircraft sit ready. Engines start within minutes. The Warthogs roll and lift off, turning south toward the strait. Low altitude, heavy loadout, full cannon, live Mavericks. The A-10 was built for this kind of fight. Slow, tough, and able to stay overhead for a long time. The pilots check in with the E-3 AWACS orbiting high over the Gulf of Oman. The big radar plane confirms the tracks. The IRGC craft are closing faster than expected. 40 kilometers now. Speed increasing. The gap narrows. The A-10s are not fast, but they do not need to be. They are built to loiter, to wait, to own the sky above a target area. The pilots know the rules of engagement. They know what the MCM ships cannot do. They know exactly why they're being sent. The geometry tightens. The IRGC vessels close to 20 kilometers. Then 15. On the MCM bridge, the commanding officer tracks both threats and the incoming friendly air support on the same screen. The sonar array stays in the water. The ship holds course at 3 knots. The cleared corridor grows, one careful pass at a time. The first A-10 flight time is under 12 minutes. The pilots descend low over the water, the distinctive sound of their twin engines carrying across the surface. They arrive over the clearance sector and roll into a wide left-hand orbit at 1,500 feet. Their presence is immediate, visible, unmistakable. The IRGC craft reach 5 kilometers. They reduce speed but do not stop. They begin circling. One passes down the port side of the MCM vessel. The second positions on the starboard side. Closest point of approach, less than 400 meters. From the American deck, the crews can see the Iranian sailors. They can see the weapon mounts. They can see the intent. No radio contact. No acknowledgement. Just pressure. The IRGC vessels hold a close range, circling slowly. At that distance, a collision would not be an accident. It would be a choice. The MCM ship has no heavy weapons, no speed to escape. She is tethered to her mission. The sweep continues. Then the A-10s make their presence felt. Sensors active. Targeting pods lock onto the lead IRGC craft. The lock is not hidden. Any radar warning receiver on the Iranian vessels sees it clearly. The math changes in seconds. 2 fast attack craft against a slow minesweeper becomes 2 fast attack craft under the guns of 2 A-10s that can stay overhead indefinitely. The IRGC commanders talk to their base. The circling continues, but the inward pressure stops. They hold position. Testing. Waiting. The sector commander authorizes a demonstration. 1 A-10 breaks orbit. The pilot descends to 500 feet and makes a low pass directly over the lead IRGC vessel. Stern to bow, for 100 knots. The roar of the fully loaded Warthog fills the air. No shots, No aggressive maneuvers, just raw presence and the sound of controlled power. 30 seconds later, the second A-10 rolls in. The pilot selects the GAU-8 Avenger cannon. A short burst fires into the water 200 meters ahead of the lead Iranian craft. 30-millimeter depleted uranium rounds strike the sea in a tight line. White water columns erupt in rapid succession. The burst lasts less than 2 seconds, but the message is unmistakable. The lead IRGC vessel turns. Not fast, not panicked. A gradual course change that takes it away from the MCM ship's track. The second vessel follows. Both reduce speed. The circling stops. Within 4 minutes, both craft are on a return heading toward Bandar Abbas. They transmit nothing. They acknowledge nothing. They simply leave at a measured pace, the speed of a force that has received a message. The A-10s remain on station for another 40 minutes. They orbit the clearance sector, sensors active, until the IRGC vessels have cleared the area completely. Only then do they turn north, recover at the forward base, and prepare for the next alert rotation. Back on the MCM vessel, the crew stands down from general quarters. The sonar array continues its slow work. 3 knots, sector by sector. The cleared corridor keeps growing. Tankers still wait at anchor, but the path is opening. This was not random harassment. The IRGC chose a time and place. They used fast craft against ships that could not easily maneuver. They pushed the limits they had learned in years of previous encounters. They came in hunting for reaction. They found air power instead. The A-10s did not destroy the vessels. They did not need to. Their presence, their loiter time, their precise warning changed geometry completely. What began as IRGC initiative ended with American control of both the water and the sky above it. The strait remains a narrow and dangerous place. Mines still wait on the seabed. Tension still hangs over every mile. But the clearance operation continues. The Avenger-class ships hold their tracks. The sonar sweeps go on. The A-10 stay ready on the alert pad. Every cleared sector sends the same quiet message. The United States will keep the strait open, not with loud escalation, but with steady, professional pressure. Ships that cannot run will be protected by aircraft that do not leave. Forces that press too close will meet calculated responses that restore the line. The sun moves higher over the water. The MCM vessel cuts its slow wake through the cleared lane. White spray rises along her hull. The sonar operators watch their screens. The bridge crew tracks the wider picture. Far to the north, the IRGC craft continue their return, smaller now on the radar, falling back. The operation is in its 3rd week. It will continue. The corridor will keep expanding. The tankers will eventually move. The world is watching, and so is Iran. But today, in this sector, the sky and the sea belong to the side that could stay, protect, and enforce the mission without breaking formation. The A-10s land. The pilots debrief. The MCM ships press on at 3 knots. The strait is not fully open yet, but it is being reopened meter by meter under clear protection. This is what sustained naval power looks like under constant pressure. Slow, deliberate clearance. Rapid, precise air support. Controlled responses that deny the adversary the reaction they want. The IRGC try to shape the encounter on their terms. The U.S. Navy and Air Force redefine those terms in real time. The ship keeps moving. The sweep continues. The mission does not stop. So here's the question. Was the warning shot exactly the right measured response? Or should forces in the strait push back harder when harassment begins? Drop your take in the comments.